Hey, it's Scott Young here. I hope you're having a successful day. In this video, we're going to talk about why is a niche important in affiliate marketing. Now, you always hear about this word niche, and it's often the first thing people talk about in the steps to start becoming an affiliate marketer. You got to pick a niche. Well, what is a niche and why is it so important? We're going to jump into that, but before we do, I want to let you know about my number one recommendation for making money through affiliate marketing, and it's in the description below this video. So check it out and see what you think. All right, what is a niche? Well, a niche is just a subdivision of the greater market, right? The idea of a niche is about reducing this huge market down into smaller subdivisions. And these subdivisions can then be used to promote products and services. So let's start with a super simple example. One market, one huge, massive market is clothing. You can sell all sorts of clothing items and related things online. Well, you could subdivide the clothing market into some niches. A couple simple examples would be into men's clothing and women's clothing, right? I mean, those are two sub niches that you could focus on. Another way of doing it is focusing either on shoes within clothing, or let's say, jeans, or anything like that. You could subdivide the clothing market into thousands of different ways. Now, the first reason this is important is for people to get influenced by a marketer. The marketer first has to be seen as an expert on the subject. And an expert by definition is someone that knows a lot about a subject. And when you know a lot about a subject, people will begin to trust you and take your recommendation for products. Now, if you focus on a niche or a sub niche, you can become an expert that much faster because you're focusing on a smaller subset of knowledge. I mean, can you imagine learning everything about clothing and becoming an expert on that? That would take quite a long time. But if you narrowed it down to a super small sub niche within clothing, I mean, let's say belts. I mean, you could probably become something of an expert on belts in a lot sooner time than you could becoming an expert in the clothing market in general. The next reason that understanding niche is so important is because when you identify a niche or a sub niche, it's so much easier to identify the potential audience's needs and preferences and pain points and problems that need to be solved by the product that you're promoting. So let's say, for example, people want to lose weight. Everybody wants to lose weight, but that is a massive, massive market there. But losing weight when you're in college is a whole lot different. It has a whole lot different problems than losing weight when you're retired from working and you're elderly, right? But by knowing the needs and the preferences and the problems of the sub niche that you're trying to solve, it helps you know how to communicate with the target audience, and this actually increases engagement. So again, in the weight loss niche, you are going to communicate to a millennial totally way different than you would communicate to a baby boomer. I mean, they're two different generations. They're both interested in weight loss, but in one niche, the millennial niche, they've got a whole different set of problems, a whole different set of thinking about things than a baby boomer does. And they've got a whole different set of lifestyle issues that makes it hard for them to lose weight. So by choosing one of those sub niches, you could really focus and narrow your communication to that particular subset. Another benefit of focusing on a niche is that you're going to be highly targeted, and that's going to cut out a lot of the competition. And you're going to be spending a lot less dollars on marketing because you're not going to be competing against the biggest players in that niche. So again, in weight loss, that keyword weight loss or lose weight or lose belly fat, those are very expensive keywords. But if you focus on a sub niche, let's say baby boomers, for losing weight, you automatically narrowed it down a lot more tighter, and you're not going to be competing against those big players that are just shooting for the general weight loss space. But don't think there's less money to be made in a niche or a sub niche. Even some of the smallest niches out there have the potential for a six-figure income or more. I hope this is clicking with you. I hope this makes sense that, when you really narrow down your target market to a niche or a sub niche, you're really able to hone in the message, hone in the expertise so that you can build trust. And those people in that sub niche are going to take your recommendations because they see you as an expert, as an influencer, and it's really not that hard to get there. once you've honed it down to that specialty sub niche that you can focus on. As you're thinking about niches and sub niches and who you're going to target, who you're going to market to, I want to let you know about my number one recommendation for making money online right now in affiliate marketing. I'm going to put a link below this video in the description. And in this link, you're going to find the training and the step-by-step blueprint that's going to show you exactly how to build a six-figure income in affiliate marketing.